Hi, I'm Ben Oliver from Car Magazine. We're here at Germany's Nurburgring on a bright August day. The place, as you'd expect, is absolutely awash with every kind of 911, right up to the latest GT3 RS, every kind of superbike. But the car that's getting the crowd really excited is this thing. It's a British saloon car, it's covered in black plastic, it looks terrible, but it's the new Jaguar XF, and it's one of the most important cars we launched this year. Jaguar has been coming to the Nurburgring to test for 17 years. It started out working from trucks parked up in Autobahn laybys late at night. But now, Jaguar has a permanent presence here, quite an impressive presence. This huge facility has a Jaguar showroom at the front, but out back there's an aircraft hangar-sized secret test facility where all of Jaguar's prototypes come to be stripped down, examined and tweaked after they've been pounded around the circuit. And it's not just Jags. All the members of the Ford family send their secret test cars here. Car has been given exclusive behind-the-scenes access, but if we weren't here with our cameras, the place would be awash with secret new metal, and not just this heavily disguised XF, which hadn't been launched when we visited. Before Aston Martin was sold, all of its new cars were developed here, and the test centre serves as a base for the Aston team in the Nurburgring 24-hour race. One of the drivers in the Aston team is the test centre's director and Nurburgring legend Wolfgang Schubauer, who has been running Jaguar's efforts at the ring since those early days in the Autobahn laybys. Wolfgang, obviously this is normally a hugely secret place for Jaguar. Does it feel strange to be letting Car Magazine and letting the press in today?
Yeah, definitely. It is a bit a strange day today with having photographers in here, because normally we try to keep them outside.
Obviously people associate the Nürburgring mainly with ride and handling, but I understand that you test all the car's attributes here: engine, gearbox response, everything down to braking and steering. Tell us about the kind of testing you do at the Nürburgring.
Well, indeed, most of the people just think about the chassis and the ride of the car, but it is a lot more. For example, you can do the whole cooling layout here on the track. It is because of the nature of the track, because of the gradient and the altitude difference from 300 meters. So we have a lovely long uphill section, and if the temperature is set up that the coolant and the engine oil temperature is working, it is working everywhere in the world. We have not only the circuit here, we have lovely B-roads, and we have of course the autobahns with the unrestricted speed limit, which we use driving the car up to the maximum speed.
So I understand that late at night for high-speed runs you occasionally strip off all the camouflage and run the cars undisguised. Is that true?
Yes, definitely. We will come to the point where we have to go out on the Autobahn and run the car without camouflage for assessing, for example, high-speed wind noise handling, and that's always a very interesting night.
So if our readers want to get a sneak preview of what the XF is really going to look like, they should hang out on the Autobahn at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it will be difficult to get the car.
Okay. So why does Jaguar come to the Nürburgring to test when its cars are supposed to be more about grace than outright pace? Because when you test on a racetrack, you don't necessarily end up with a race car. Of course, the ring is hugely demanding. Jag puts all of its new cars through an incredibly tough 8,000 kilometre test flat out around the circuit. And if they survive that, they'll survive anything. But if Wolfgang and his team can make a Jaguar graceful as it pounds around the carousel, it'll feel graceful anywhere. Wolfgang is a sensational driver. As we lap the Nürburgring, he picks off BMW M3s and Porsche 911 GT3s as if they were just parked, and we're just in a standard naturally aspirated V8, not even the supercharged R version. But even at this incredible pace, the Jag never loses its composure. The suspension never bottoms out or feels harsh. And just to be certain that the changes they make on the ring don't affect Jaguar's real-world handling, Wolfgang and his select team of testers head out to double-check their work on the incredible range of roads that surround the Nürburgring, everything from badly surfaced B roads to de-restricted autobahns. Well, that felt absolutely incredible. As you'd probably expect, Wolfgang Schubauer, Jaguar's chief test driver here, has done literally thousands of laps of the Nürburgring. He knows it like the back of his hand. But it's also down to the car as well. It feels very, very composed. It's got a very stiff chassis. You can tell that he's not fighting a great deal of understeer. But more importantly, the ride and the refinement are very good. When they tune a car here, they're not trying to produce something that handles like a race car. They're trying to produce a car that's refined, goes well, plainly, but also is comfortable, and I think they've really produced that with the new XF. Well, that's it from Car Magazine and the new Jaguar XF at the Nurburgring. The car's going to go on sale later on this year. It's about to be unveiled at the Frankfurt Motor Show, so you'll be able to see it without the disguise, and then you'll be able to make your own mind up.